Hello and welcome to this video. It's all about Land Rovers. They've been around now for 60 years and they're made in Birmingham. Great, eh? Lovely! Capability is a word synonymous with Land Rover and has been since the very first Land Rover that can be seen at the Heritage Motor Centre at Gaydon. It was designed by Maurice Wilks, who at the time was a designer for Rover. The design incorporated many of the current parts from the Rover 60 of the time, though this is actually a P3 of a similar period. And Maurice Wilks, well, he was surprised that the vehicle was such a success and went from strength to strength. First, the Series 1 Land Rovers in short and long wheelbase versions. Following on was the Series 2 and the Series 3 with its distinctive Rover badge shaped grille, as can be seen here. Lights had now moved onto the wings and onto today's Defender, which is still easily recognisable from the very first Land Rover.
Sorry for banging you back. That's okay.
Though originally conceived as an agricultural vehicle for use on the farm, it's no wonder when you watch this Defender going around this course that it was actually chosen to become a military vehicle and took on many roles in that field.
Actually, I'm glad you're not. I am. Taken back.
Feel a slip in the back, does it? And how many nights when you turn on the news of an evening do you see a war zone and there in the middle of it the good old Land Rover?
Especially for you guys in the back there, where it's going to get a little bit more bumpy.
I realise I've just had the curry. I'm so glad I'm not stuck in it.
It is actually harder to name what a Land Rover hasn't been. They've been everything from military vehicles, civilian vehicles, been around the world, in most every place, brought aid to the starving, crossed blistering deserts. The list goes on and on and on and on, nearly as far as a Land Rover will go. And let's face it, even royalty used Land Rovers. It was decided, however, to make a more upmarket version of a Land Rover. And in 1970, enter the Range Rover, which spawned a whole new lineup of vehicles.
I bet they're really fine in control, aren't they, these?
Pulled out of the driver.
Or should I be talking like that because it's a Range Rover?
Yeah. Range Rover Sport.
Oh, Range Rover Sport, is it? Oh, beautiful. That's rather nice, isn't it?
Bloody lovely, look at that. Oh, gorgeous.
Oh. Beautiful. I bet you really felt them back. Yeah, great. Oh, the only thing that can be said about that was absolutely bloody fantastic.
At the end of the 80s, Land Rover produced one of my favourite vehicles as a stopgap between the standard Land Rover and the Range Rover. Enter the Land Rover Discovery. Now last year we were actually invited as guests of Land Rover to test drive one of these marvellous 07 spec Discoveries.
It's a bit big, I'm not
And then
sure.
left again here for me, please.
I really want one of these. There's people who don't like Land Rovers.
Very much so.
It gets right up my nose.
I tell you, honestly, it does me as well. It really, really does.
Great vehicles like these, you know,
Yeah.
backbone of the country, all this, that and the other, the world leaders,
Yeah.
our government, let's kick them in the ghoulies.
I know. I mean, at the end of the day, it's,
Wrong.
like, it's a British vehicle at the end of the day as well, and they're just doing everything in their power to push it out. It's just very frustrating
You can imagine.
as well.
I would love one, I'll be honest. The Discovery, since they came out, I've loved the Discovery.
Yeah.
I thought it's just a brilliant car. It's a fantastic looking car.
Indeed.
And I couldn't believe it when I got the letter. Do you want to just come and drive? Yeah, please. I'm making a dream come true for me. This is.
Excellent.
Well, a bit excitable today. That's why.
It's all right. Like you say, they are just beautiful vehicles. Absolutely.
Now I have to admit to this being my first and up to now only drive off-road, and it was a bit daunting to say the least. A 2.5 ton car the size of a Land Rover Discovery 3. Well, due to an excellent instructor and an excellent and very docile surprisingly vehicle, I soon had the confidence to tackle almost any obstacle that the course could throw at me. Thanks Land Rover.
Keeping on it. Don't back off. Don't back off. You can round towards me now. Lovely.
And finally, Freelander owners, the Freelander, first released in 1997, now available the Freelander 2. Time has got the better of us once more, so until next time, we'll see you then.